Hi, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video, and this is a paid request for John Zero Cool. Thank you so much for that. For those interested, request in any type of videos, whether it be a topic, tier list, ranking, review, re-review, thought streams, commentaries, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I do have a CashApp as well. Links are down below in the info box. I'll get to as soon as I possibly can. And for those who sent them, thank you. I really do appreciate it. But John had a topic which was overexposed versus overrated, which actors and actresses would fall into these categories and why. Now, for the most part, if I feel they're overrated, then of course I don't feel they're overexposed because I don't want to see them once, let alone multiple times. But there are ones that I do like, but I would say I do like them, but sometimes there's a bit too much and take a break. But I kind of put them all together. It's hard to differentiate one over the other for me. So I'm just going to make this be ranted about both. So for example, the first thing was Mark Wahlberg. That was the first thing that popped up. Because while there are films he's in that I like, Fear, The Italian Job, The Big Hit, among others, overexposed and overrated, yes. I don't think he deserved an Oscar nomination for The Departed. I get tired of seeing him and stuff. I mean, he was in, I didn't see it, but that Flight Risk movie with Mel Gibson. He was, Patriots Day I like. Did it have to star Mark Wahlberg? No. Did he did fine? He did fine, but I mean, there was the Lone Survivor, there's Deepwater Horizon, there's there's that one with Halle Berry that went to Netflix. There's another one, Spencer Confidential, that went to Netflix or something. There's the one he did with Ito Uwais, Mile 22 or something. And I'm watching, number one, does it have to be Mark Wahlberg? Again, there's some stuff I don't mind with him in it. But it's does it have to be him? And it felt like everywhere I stepped, it was Marky Mark and his fucking Funky Bunch. And overexposed and overrated, I think he fits both. I do. I don't think he's as great to get all these roles when some of these other actors don't get as many. And just take a break for a while. Just take a long break for a while. That would be nice. Speaking of Marty Mark, John Cena. Because John Cena reminds me a lot of Marty Mark. There's more Mark Wahlberg films I like than John Cena films. I mean, maybe the second Suicide Squad movie is, I would say, the only film I've seen John Cena in that I liked the film. Otherwise, I don't know why he's getting all these roles. Maybe because he's a kiss ass and he sucks dick. Maybe he does it well. I don't know. And he rotates the balls with his tongue. Maybe. Clockwise, counterclockwise, how the hell he wants to do it, then he should just stick to that and not be in movies. Because whether it be that lottery one with Aquafina, and I already forgot what the hell it was called, to, was he a voice in Mutant Mayhem, the Ninja Turtle one? He might have been, I already forgot. He did a film with Jackie Chan, which I still haven't seen that movie. Hidden Strike, which was originally supposed to be Sylvester Stallone, but I think what happened was he had to do Creed 2 or something like that, so he couldn't do the film. I think that's the case. Now, granted, that film might have been bad with Stallone, but it still would have been a nice novelty to see Stallone and Jackie Chan in the same film, other than that cameo in Alan Smithy film, Burn Hollywood Burn. But John Cena, why does he get a TV show, Peacemaker, which I didn't see that shit? Why is he back in wrestling? With looking like Ernest P. Worrell? Why in the fuck? John Cena has to be everywhere. Overexposed. He was an overrated wrestler. I thought he was overrated on the mic. I didn't think one promo was worth a shit. Wrestling-wise, there's so many times when I did watch, he would screw up a move. He screwed up this. He didn't know how to do, he tried to do a Stone Cold Stunner type of thing, and felt like he was flopping around like a fish. He would mess up mess up moves. Got so sick and tired of him being in the limelight. He's one of the reasons I stopped watching wrestling back in the day. Because I'm like, if they're pushing this guy to the sky, to the moon, to the stars, fuck, I'm done. So now movie will always gotta be Fast and Furious. Gotta be fuck John Cena. Let's see, Bill Skarsgård. I don't know if I would say overrated, but definitely overexposed. I mean, I didn't mind him in Boy Kills World. I didn't mind that film. I didn't mind his performance at the beginning of Barbarian. He was terrible in The Crow, but the whole movie was terrible. Overexposed, yes. Because he was in The Crow, those films I mentioned, Barbarian, The Crow, Nosferatu. He's in this film with Anthony Hopkins. Like every other thing, why does Bill Skarsgård have to be in it? How come he's now the new It Boy? What has he done to prove that? The Crow bombed. Barbarian, if Barbarian made money, it wasn't because of him. Nosferatu, I guess, was a hit, but it wasn't because of him. Why is Bill Skarsgård getting all these damn roles? I have no idea. Overexposed? Definitely. Again, maybe this I would not call overrated, but overexposed? Yes, Pedro Pascal. Now, I say he's not overrated in the terms of, I liked him in The Mandalorian. In real life, he seems like a scumbag who's got the Trump derangement syndrome type of thing going on, where he called half the country racist, which is just stupid. Called them Nazis, which was a stupid. And I liked him in, the Kingsman sequel? And like I said, Mandalorian. I liked the first two. I never saw season 3, but I liked the first two seasons of The Mandalorian. I got the physical copies right there. But I mean, he was in The Last of Us TV show, which I didn't watch. He's in the new Fantastic Four. He's in some anthology. I don't even remember what it was called. Again, he's a guy that just keeps popping up everywhere for some reason. Pedro Pascal for this, Pedro Pascal for that. So overexposed, definitely. The Rock. Some would say overrated. I can understand why. I wouldn't say overrated in terms of, I liked some of his stuff back in the day. Doom, I liked. Walking Tall, I don't mind. The Rundown, I think is his best. Race to Witch Mountain, I think was fun. But overexposed, hell yes. From San Andreas to Red One to, what was the other? Red Notice. Next will be Red Rover, Can the Croc Come Over? He tried to be your Fast and Furious franchise. He tried to be a superhero Black Adam. He tried to worm his way into other shit. G.I. Joe. Now he's worming his way back into wrestling. Red Notice, no one gave a fuck about that. Or Red One. For some reason, Red One, even though Netflix rarely puts their movies out on Blu-ray, that one got a Blu-ray. I saw it at Walmart. How come Day Shift with Jamie Foxx can't get a physical release? How come Beverly Hills Cop Axel F can't get a physical release? How come Bright can't get a physical release with Will Smith? Oh, but The Rock, his movie can. Crock of shit. The Rock needs to take a fucking break. Has he not realized that people are tired of his stuff? Skyscraper, Rampage, I mentioned San Andreas. The Jungle Cruise. Take a fucking break and a half, dude. Please. Will Ferrell. I put him in overrated. I'll add one to overrated. Will Ferrell. From SNL, there's a lot of guys I liked. Mike Myers. Before he lost his mind. Adam Sandler. Although he's a bit later with overexposed. I put him overexposed. But I'll get to that in a bit. But I wouldn't say he's overrated. But I like Adam Sandler. David Spade I like. Chris Farley, Bill Murray, Eddie Murphy. There's a lot from SNL I like. Will Ferrell was never one of them. Now, does that mean I can't stand him in anything? No. I like the other guys, that movie with him and Mark Wahlberg, funny enough. Speaking of Mark earlier. I don't mind Talladega Nights, I didn't mind Step Brothers, but he's not a guy I gravitate towards and goes, I'd want to see a movie because he's in it. I don't. And like I said, I never thought he was as funny as people made it out to be. Elf, one of his big films, the Christmas movie, I never thought that was funny. I thought that was a very, very overrated film. So Will Ferrell, I would call overrated. I don't think he's as hilarious as people make it out to be. Aquafina, I'll put her overexposed, especially in animation. I mean, she'll pop up from time to time, like she was in that Shang-Chi movie, and she was in that film with John Cena, and what was Renfield, which she should not have been in. But especially animation, like she was in the Kung Fu Panda 4, and seems like every other animated film, she's got to have her damn voice in it. Overexposed and overrated. I'll say overrated as well, but definitely overexposed. Aquafina is not as funny as she makes herself out to be. I find her more annoying than anything. Other people, Simu Liu, just the fact that he got the lead in Shang-Chi. I'm like, really him? And what was he in that movie with Jennifer Lopez, where she's in the mech, which I never saw, with Atlas? And like she pops up from that, like they're bringing, Shang-Chi's going to be in the new Avengers movie. Yeah, no one cares. No one cheered when that stupid fucking video where they show like 85 chairs for like 3 hours or however fuck many hours it was. Stupid fucking way to doing it. Like no one's like, oh, Simu Liu. It's like, be like, who? Oh yeah, Shang-Chi. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Who gives a shit? No one gives a fuck about Shang-Chi. So, fuck him. Milla Jovovich. I wouldn't say overexposed, but I would say overrated in terms of. Well, I mean, I guess to be honest, she's not really rated that highly. It's just that with all those Resident Evil films and other stuff, the only film I could deal with her in was The Fifth Element. Maybe the first Resident Evil movie, maybe, but the fact she just kept getting roles and now she's in that one with Batista and like, really? Granted, mostly because of her husband, Paul Stallions Anderson. But still, I just wanted to bitch about her because I'm tired of seeing her. Other names, Sharon Stone. I always thought she was a bit overrated. I don't think she was a great actress. There are films she's fine in. Total Recall, she does a good job. Basic Instinct, she's fine, but like she thought herself much more. She was more subpar than she let herself on. Like The Specialist, didn't really care for her in that. The whole subplot, love story. Would have preferred that movie if it was just Stallone versus James Woods and the whole bomb making thing. If it was just that, I think it would be a better movie. I really do. The Quick and the Dead, I thought she was miscast. If that was Demi Moore or, I don't know, someone else other than Sharon Stone, I think it would have worked out better. Gina Davis, someone else. And I don't think Sharon Stone was as the top of the top as some people made her out to be, and especially herself. Gal Gadot, get the fuck out of my face. Overrated. People gave her so much of a pass and praise for Wonder Woman, and if you like her in that, that's fine. I thought she sucked in that. We got to do a duty. She sucked in the sequel, and anything I've seen her in, whether that movie was a criminal, and all the things I've heard about Snow White. Can we stop lying and say she's an actress that's worth a shit? Can we stop the lies on that? I did. You got your Wonder Woman movie. I don't care that there's a Wonder Woman film. But if I did care, she would not be the one I would pick. Because I don't think she's that great of an actress. Especially her dialogue delivery. Speaking of DC, Jason Momoa. Jason Mamma Mia. Overrated, overexposed, however you want to put it. He's in the new Minecraft film, Aquaman, all this other stuff, the Roman Reigns of the Sea. Never thought he was all that. I know they want him for Lobo. I'm sure James Gunn, well, it depends. If Superman is a flop, who knows how much James Gunn will have for power. But we'll see. But Jason Momoa, I don't care about seeing him ever in a movie again. People from Stranger Things, especially Millie Bobby Brown, overexposed in the point of, if I never saw them again, I'd be happy. Melissa McCarthy, I would say a bit overrated in terms of, like, she kept getting cast, and I like the film The Heat, but more for Sandra Bullock. But whether it be Ghostbusters 2016 or that disappointing one with the puppets, I forgot what the hell it was called now. Should have been so much better. The one that was take place in Hollywood, I forget what it was. It was with the puppets. Happy Time Murders, I think that was called. That should have been a lot better than it was. Melissa McCarthy didn't help matters with that. Then she did that one superhero movie with the other lady, the other fat lady. I didn't mind Spy with Jason Statham in it. That I didn't mind. But most of the time, she's just not all that. Same with Kevin Hart. Overexposed, overrated, yes. Kevin Hart is funny in interviews. And films like Central Intelligence, I don't mind him in. But with Ride Along and Ride Along 2 and the Jumanji sequels and other stuff, it seems like you're not seeing as much of him in movies now, or maybe you do, and it's just they go more to streaming. But there was a point where it's just like everywhere, and just, God, just calm down, just take a break, man, just take the fucking break. In film, I didn't. Central Intelligence I didn't mind, but most of the other ones, I just didn't find them as funny as people made out to be. Adam Sandler, I like Adam Sandler, but there was a bit where he was overexposed. Where it's like, take a break, dude. Those films he was doing for Netflix, I guess still. Because he had the Western comedy one, and the Ridiculous Six. He had the one he did with Chris Rock, which wasn't all that. God, I'm trying to remember the damn name of those movies now. They're just, and Happy Gilmore 2 looked so sad. So sad and pathetic. Adam, like, other than doing maybe a drama here and there, just take a break. Don't do comedy for a long time. Like Glenn Powell, why the fuck is he now being cast as everything? In everything. He was in that Twister sequel. He's in the Running Man remake. Why? It's like they hone in on someone and they just cast him in like 5, 6, 7, 8 different things. And they either die down or they still hang in there. Glenn Powell's one of them. I'm guessing the Running Man will cement on whether we see a lot more of him in the future or not. Hopefully not. He's not the worst actor. Far from it. It's just like, goddamn, dude. Like, you're not the second coming. Jack Black, overexposed. From the stupid shit he was doing with Tenacious D and his buddy saying, hey, next time you try to shoot Donald Trump, don't miss. And Jack Black's laughing about it. And people are like, hey, dude, you know that whole day a guy died trying to protect his family, and he took cover for his family and he died from it. Like, you really want to be joking about this shit? Then Jack Black's like, oh, well, it was so bad, bad what he said, and canceled the tour. So pretty much threw his buddy under the bus, even though you were laughing about it because there's fucking video of it. And then movie-wise, just was it yeah, he's in the new Minecraft. There was I can't believe I forgot, the Borderlands. Then the Jumanji sequels. New Anaconda now, reboot. I don't want to see any more Jack Black. The last film I thought you were worth the shit in was Tropic Thunder in like 2008. That's almost 10 years ago. So please take a fucking break, dude. Other people, Keegan-Michael Key. I'm sure he did fine on Key and Peele, but there's been times he was in that new Predator film and this and that. A lot of films he would like pop in and like, oh, he's in it. It's probably a bad movie. Like, let me look up Keegan-Michael Key, right? His filmography. I'm just curious about it. If I look up Keegan-Michael Key filmography, he was in Bucky Larson. He was in Horrible Bosses 2, Vacation, Storks. He was in The Predator, a voice in The Lion King, Pinocchio as the voice of Honest John. I like Transformers 1, but didn't care for his voice in it. He voices Toad in Super Mario Brothers. Wonka, he was the police chief. I fucking forgot about that. Again, it's like, god damn, dude. Playing with Fire with John Cena. Another John Cena film. It's like, god damn, dude. Take a fucking break. Tyler Perry for a while. I mean, I would say overrated. I thought his Medea character always sucked. And overexposed to, I mean, I guess to be fair, you don't really hear about Tyler Perry anymore, but there was a time when a Medea movie popped up like every damn year. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Never thought Tyler Perry was funny. Then he appeared as Bachelor Steinman in that stupid ass Michael Bay produced Ninja Turtles sequel, Out of the Shadows. So, yeah, Tyler Perry. Speaking of that, Megan Fox. Like, why in the shit it was Megan Fox in The Expendables 4? Or a movie where they're hunting lions, or whatever the hell it was. Like, the fact that Megan Fox still gets work. Why? She can't act. Her name doesn't sell people. If she did porn, it would. But she doesn't, so it doesn't sell. She doesn't sell tickets. So the fact she gets multiple jobs when other people can, overrated for that. And just... hell, talk shows, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, overexposed, overrated. Never thought they were worth a shit on talk shows. The fact they're still going shows the dire straits of talk shows in general. Josh Gad. Remember there was a time when we're in the pandemic, he'd have those stupid, awful fucking reunited. Going back to the future. It's like he would get people, and it's okay, it's cool that these other people get reunited, but then his dumbass, like, I'm such a big fan. Shut the fuck up, Josh, goddammit. Rob Schneider, the fact that he would get movies to star in, granted because his buddy was Adam Sandler and he had a deal, but like Rob Schneider, he's not a guy to be a star of movies. Now, Deuce Bigalow, Mel Gigolo, the first one I could deal with, but The Animal and The Big Stand and the Deuce Bigelow sequel, and then him popping up. Granted, nowadays he's calmed down from that, which is nice. But when he was like getting these roles, I'm like, really, dude? Compared to some of those other talent that can't get a movie to star in, you getting all this stuff? Come on, man. I was trying to like think of older actors that I found overrated, but a lot of them I like. I was looking through a list. I'm like, a lot of these actors I do like. These older actors, whether it be Clint Eastwood or Ray Liotta or Robert De Niro or Al Pacino, acting wise, or Charles Bronson or such. Dustin Hoffman. I like Robert Redford. Don't mind him. I don't mind Warren Beatty. I don't mind him, but I wouldn't say I love Warren Beatty. Action guys, I like Arnold, Stallone, early Steven Seagal, Van Damme, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Donnie Yen. There's not a whole lot of action stars I find overrated. I like Bruce Lee. I like Brandon Lee. I know people say Bruce Lee's overrated and, oh, he wasn't that great of a fighter and all this other stuff. You hear that nowadays more on the internet. I mean, acting-wise, I don't know. I mean, voice acting, Seth MacFarlane, maybe he's a bit overrated. I'm not big on Family Guy. I'm not big on Ted. And he does voice acting in those, so I would say he's a bit overrated, Seth MacFarlane. I mean, I didn't mind him in the Orville. That's pretty much it. But those are just some that popped in my head. I'm sure there's more. I really did into it, but I figured that was enough to talk about and bitch about. So there you go. But with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks once again to John for the request, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.